Before we get into this video, I'd like to invite you to a free online blues masterclass. In this masterclass, you're going to learn how to go beyond the pentatonic scale and how to create fresh, new licks that are always going to work. It's free. The link is below. If you missed a live event, that's okay. The link will take you to the replay of the masterclass. It's completely free. Check it out. All right, let's get into today's video. In today's video, we're gonna get a little weird. Not too weird, just weird enough to spike the interest of the listener in traditional blues in G. Grab your guitar. We're gonna get started right after this. Hello, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world find their unique voice on the instrument to tell their own personal musical story. Today, we're looking at traditional blues in G, this one right here. This backing track is available for free along with the charts that we're going to cover. The link is below. Sign up once and then get access to all the videos on the channel with all the backing tracks and all that. And it is free. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today we are doing some kind of substitutions, but not the jazzy way. No, we're not going to go the theory route. We're not going to explain why. We're just going to do it. Honestly, the reason why is to sound a little weird and to catch the listener's attention with some very, very simple things. Okay, so in G, traditionally what we would do here on this blues in G is use the G blues scale, right? So in the first position right here, frets 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6 with the blue note in between. The charts are below if you download that for free again. But that's what it would sound like. Okay, no problem there, right? We all do that typically. Now the next step would be to blend with the minor blues scale the arpeggio notes. So right here we're on the C7. So C7, and then G7. And we can blend that with a minor pentatonic scale, minor blues. Okay, so we've heard that many times. Now, if you're not comfortable with blending the minor blues scale with those arpeggios, well, there's a full lesson on that. I'm going to refer to that. You can either watch it now or at the end of this video. It doesn't really matter, but I will link to that video. But that's the kind of the first step to sound a little more comfortable with the blues. Now, those substitutions that I'm talking about require from you to understand these two things: minor blues with the dominant 7 arpeggio. Now, to sound a little weird, what we're going to do is this. Whenever we want to sound weird, we're going to pay attention to the chord that we're on. So in this case, it's going to be either G7, C7, or D7. And take the same exact chord type and think of it a full step above. So yeah, it's going to be completely out of tune, right? It's kind of like me playing this over this G7 instead of G minor blues, A minor blues. Right? It's kind of that feel. It sounds different than when I'm in. So instead of playing the G7, right? Sounds a little off. Now, we're not going to do that all the time, just every once in a while, whenever we want to sound weird. But there is a line. There's a line between weird and weird, but oh, yeah, he's odd. But it's kind of cool. And how do you make something really weird, which would be playing like that all the time, the good weird? Well, you do it sporadically, just every once in a while. And you bring back the listener to a state of being comfortable. You take it outside for a little bit where it's cold and uncomfortable and scary, and then you bring him back inside. And when you bring him back inside, he's going to feel even, he's going to appreciate his home even more, right? That's kind of what we're doing. So let's think about this. How can I make take the listener out for a little bit and back in? When can I do that? Well, drummers do that so well. So if we listen to this track and you consider that we are a drummer. Okay, well, I'm in. Well, think of the fills. Taka, taka, taka. We're in the house. I'm gonna bring you outside right now. Taka, 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 boom. Back in. Just a little bit. So think of a drummer. You're a drummer. And when you play those fills, that's when you're adding that weird thing. You can play the fills whenever you want, but if you do them correctly, you're not going to do it for too long. You're going to do taka 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 taka. No, just every once in a while. So that's the idea. So think like a drummer. Now the scales, we set it. You need to be aware of when these happen so that you can play that weird thing 2 frets higher. So on the G, we're going to start in. Comfortable in home. C7, comfortable in home. Okay, we're comfortable, everything's great. Let's go outside. And I brought you back in, right? Outside. And back in. So I'm taking pieces of those arpeggios. So on the G, 2 frets high. On the D, 2 frets high. C7. And then back in. So that's really the idea. It's super simple, right? Scale-wise, you just have that arpeggio. The C arpeggio. And so forth. Okay, so you can go really far with this, but start slow. Just be aware of when the chords are happening, when you want to take the listener outside, 2 frets higher, just a little bit outside, and then back in. That's what I have for you today. So this track, again, is free with the charts of all that we talked about. Just follow the link below. Sign up if you haven't already for the free course, which will give you access to all my YouTube videos and all the downloads, the backing tracks and all that. Started doing that in 2019. Prior to that, you would have to enter your email each time. It's such a pain. Now it's much easier. Sign up once and you will get access to all the future videos too. All right, well, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this. If this is your first visit, consider subscribing because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is new video day here on the channel, helping guitar players around the world find their unique voice on the instrument to tell their own personal musical story. Thank you for your attention. We'll see you very soon. Practice well.